Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the regions, counties, territories, states, areas, departments, governorates, whatever you call the first level of subdivision of the various countries on planet Earth. And I explore these on GeoGuessr. And the aim is, well, first of all, explore places I've never been to, probably will never go to. And then hopefully having some fun while doing so. And lastly, trying to play a game, perfect game, on GeoGuessr in the area I am in at any given time. That means a 5-round game of 25,000 points on GeoGuessr. And if I succeed in doing so, you will not see that area again in the series. If I fail, you might see it again at some later date in the series. And today we are going into Peru. And we are going into the Amazonas region, which I'm a little surprised to learn is, well, you would think that it would be like this. Nope. There's actually this region here. It's quite large. It reaches all the way from down here up to there, but as you can see, only the southern half has any coverage here. And there's a precious few roads as well, so hopefully that'll help making this a little easier. And yeah, we're talking about an area that is only 39,249 square kilometers, and as we're covering half of that, that's like less than 20k square kilometers for me to deal with. Not that I'm complaining about that. And we got well, 430-ish thousand people living here. And the capital is a place called Chachapoyas, which I had a little trouble locating. Let's see, that's down here. Here's Chachapoyas. It's a town of 39,600, maybe 40,000 today, as that number is from 2022. So, yeah, so we got basically these roads. And hang on. Do we have another one of these maps where... No. I was just worried that the script had spilled into one of the neighboring provinces, but nope. Well, departments, rather, is what they're called here. Okay, let's just head into the Amazonas and see what we find there. It's rather hillier than I picture the Amazon in general. So let's see. I'm going to make a challenge out of this. Copy the link, and then we are going to put the link in a safe spot so I can copy it for you to find in the description section of this video, so you can have a go at playing it yourself and see if you can follow me on time or on points. I'm not a professional geoguesser by any means. Oh man, yes, I forgot to do one thing. And that is what is making the whole thing lag a bit right now. So I'm going to do that. There's this weird thing that GeoGuessr has with me. So let's do a reload here. There we go. Yep. For some reason, and I don't know why, if I want GeoGuessr to run smoothly, I have to turn on a VPN. Okay, well, Minam. I don't know if that is a place in the Amazonas. So it's a little early to start looking for. Okay, so let's see if we can get an idea about this thing. Looks like this valley is going I don't know, sort of northeastwards, maybe southwestwards. Yeah, that would work. That could be like over here. And I'm sorry if I'm sniffling and growling a lot because or coughing a lot, clearing my throat a lot because I've got a stinking cold for absolute weeks now, and just doesn't want to let go. Oh, what did we have there? Prohibida la caza de animales. Something about animals that is forbidden, but or prohibited. But, yep, no, yeah. Protection area. I like the look of this area up here, but I'm not sure whether that is it. I mean, we could also be up here. But yeah, that we are running into those signs in this direction might be an indication that chose the wrong way to go. And these turns are all looking very much the same, although, well, there's a lot of bamboo. Let's see. Just in case anyone, no one bothered to put anything there in terms of the name of a location. We're sort of going uphill, but not markedly so, are we? Whoopee, that was a bend. Okay, here we go uphill. So, yeah, well, it's gonna be one of those rounds, isn't it? Okay, but here we got something. Still, okay, now we're heading southeasterly. We went northeasterly earlier, but yeah. Iglesia de Soldado Oliva. Sector Lumba. So, can we find anything called Lumba? So it could be up here. God, look at that road. Well, how about that? Soldado Olivia. Or rather, Oliva. So, let's see now. We do have a number of houses here. Except it doesn't quite match what I'm seeing. Can we see that lone house that we went past? Well, we do have our road. Well, that is evident, but this is the first proper straight section. It's going south. So how does that work? Let's see, so it's northeast and west. And then we got the southern. Bit. Okay, so we're not over here. That is absolute certain. Okay, so let us start over here and just start tracking the road. Have I got my directions mixed up? Could that be the lone building that we passed? I'm wondering. Yeah, because we must be somewhere on this section, right? So if I got the direction wrong, could we be on this bit, maybe? come up on some civilization here. Yes. Zona de Reserva. We are Serbia and Montenegro. Well, yep, Park Montenegro. Okay, that was a bit of a slog. Okay, so what does that mean? So we're somewhere here. Are we here? No. Well, we could be. Let's see if we can. Here we're looking north. So are we here then? But the road is going northeasterly. So we're not there. I don't think we're here. So what are my alternatives then? Let's see. So when I go west, I wind up northwest. Well, how about here? I went up northwest. Then we got a corner that takes us westish with a slight bend there. And then we get this bend that will take us almost straight south. And then immediately launches into a hairpin that takes us the opposite direction. And then we got another hairpin pin that is going to bend like so, yes, and then we're going to get the almighty turn up there. Yes, okay, so we found a corner. We are down here. And we're kind of smack in the middle of this thing. So it should be about there, right? Or slightly closer to that bend. Don't like the look of this one. But just have to be right. Good. There's a town up there. Bleep and hellfire. How do I get there? Okay, logic would say that I should go down the hill, except that that is like, what, 200 meters above where we are. So maybe there's a zigzag here. Just gonna have a quick little look. Ooh, that's a bridge. Oh, not a scary one, but... Okay, no, we're not gonna get there by going this way, or are we? Let's see now. I didn't pay too much attention to the starting point, because I was... Oh. Okay. So that's the end of the coverage in that direction. I hope that doesn't... And to the north. Or actually not to the north, to the southwest, actually. I wonder what that means. Okay, so that village thing is to the south, but I'm not sure we're gonna reach it. Was there any text on that bollard? There is route number 1. And then a lot of zeros. That would be good if we were in the right department. But Are we even going to find a route number 1 in here? I wonder. So there's all the 5 and the 8. And let's see. There's this thing going down here. That's a 103. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to spend time looking for a route number 1 because I'm probably not going to find it. Okay, we're heading northwest. It's got to be worse places to live. What are you growing? Coffee? Whoa, I didn't expect. Oh, all right, okay. El Roble. The bridge El Roble. This thing. Yeah, that looks a little precarious. Just hope that this coverage doesn't cut off. Because if it does, I'm going to be royally up the creek. Okay, we're climbing a little bit. Nowhere near enough to reach that village. Or town or whatever it is. At least I don't think we are. But, ooh, it's dusty. But lush. And bone dry. Yep, no smoking outside here, please. Not allowed the whole place go up in flames. Yeah, we're definitely climbing here. Go west, southwest. There's any number of places that could be. Woo. And that town is up there. Wow. To the south up a valley. And, what was that again? Oh, I thought it was a road sign. No, it's just a tarp. Yeah, this is going to be one of those that will take a long time to get a fix on where I am. So yeah, just need to be patient. Oh, there's a little settlement. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a name. At least not yet. Nope. I think that was too modest to warrant a name. Whoa, look at that valley. Oh, look at that valley. So we go steadily southwards, and if we go steadily southwards, and I know that coverage here, I wonder if it could be up here. That's, at least one option. West, southwest. So we could, like, have come. Let's entertain this idea for a little. Let's see. If I go around the corner here, I'm going east, northeast, yes. And then we're gonna curve. We have these buildings and we're curving north. Ish, but still on an easterly tack, yes. But we haven't gone through that. I would have remembered if I did. Yeah, we're not in this area. What's it called? Yungasuyo. Suyo. Yep. Here we go. Okay. That means, if I'm not entirely mistaken, it was somewhere up here. So that is this bend. That is that bend. So we go past and through this bend, which is sort of a longish one. Then we come into this bend where the tree is, which is this one. And now we are here in this one. And then we're getting into this bend. And this is about where we were, isn't it? No, it's not. Because... Okay, so we are... When we have the tree... I'm sorry about all the faffing here, but this one I really want to get right. We're about here somewhere. So, one more time. Back to the thingy down there. Oh, I so want to get this right. Okay, so we got this bend. We got this bend. I just went through this. Here's a tree. And we are going around this bend when we're by the tree. And now we're here. And we haven't quite made it to this bend yet. I hope that is good. And you know something? We can actually look across to that shack on the opposite side. Slightly south of it. Looks like it might be a little too far north. Not sure I should use that as a guide, but it seems like there's not too much misalignment going on. So I'm going to place myself there. Nice. Tough one. Yay, asphalt. Yay, a bend. No. And civilization. Nominal. Whoa, those are some hills. Yeah, my mobile phone is going to go off with an alarm in a few minutes, but that's just so I need to take care of something. The 8B. Right, here's the 8B. We are right on a river. What's our direction here? North. Okay. So we could be pretty much anywhere. Especially when the river doesn't show on the map. So, but yeah, I would say we're most likely between here and here. Well, that gives me something to work with. But yeah, at least, well, if we are, then this is the wrong side of the river. It runs on the wrong side of the river pretty much all the way. Except for one little bit. Now it turns into the 8. So it runs on the wrong side of the river a little bit down here, but so I guess we can discount this entire bit of the road, which unfortunately makes this a lot harder. But we will figure this one out eventually. Sinaloa, that could be the name of the place, I guess. But I'm more interested in what it said on that white sign there. Nah. What does it say here? Aliso, Colorado. Okay, so so now looking west up a valley. I'm starting to wonder, are we looking at a place where there's been an old road or something? Sinaloa, here we go. Okay. Right. Let's see if we can find La Fondita de Rosita. It might actually be one of these things. Or this place, rather. Yeah, quite likely that it is. But how do we square this then? So, it's turning out to be pretty obvious that the 8B has been reconstructed, or unless, of course, there's a massive layer of misalignment between the road and the river, which is not entirely unlikely. And we've gone a long way. So it could be if I now go back to start and we head south instead. We could very soon be in Nuevo Tingo. Here we go southwest. Okay, that suggests that we're down here. Or possibly up here. Then we're going west. I could... let's see. Okay, so we've got two possible locations. We're either over here or down here. Going west, then we get a long southwesterly bit. We don't get that here. Well, I say long. It's a long southwesterly bit. This isn't making any sense. this, what on earth have I got myself into? Then we'll turn south. Like so. And I'm going to bend back immediately. Like so. I'm going to have long, straight. Yes. Okay. Right. So, well, we're somewhere in this area. Let's see. I suspect that we're around here somewhere. Due to we got these guys up there. Let's see. We haven't exited this bend yet. Yeah. Templo de la Virgen de Chuquichaca. Chuquichaca. What's the direction of the Virgin? Midway between north and northeast. Northwest, I mean. So that's northwest. I don't think I'm too far off. Let's see. How far do I go to for the turn to stop turning? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 4. Yes, 4. At 4, this turn stops turning. Which is about there. And then in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's to there. Here. So that's 10. That's 5. 2.5, 3, 4 should be about here. That's some absolute god awful layer misalignment. I could be off by a few meters here. Let's just hope it's not too many. Good. These locations. I'm not getting any easy ones, am I? Let's hope that that house on the hill is available for being used as a target, as a guide. Okay, at least we got an intersection. Right. Oh, we haven't got a name. Pomachocas. Can we go this way? No. Route 11. Southwest. Which way does this water run? Yeah, it seems like this is down a valley. So, one more time. Pomachocas. No, sorry, Pomacochas. Ah, asphalt. Pomacochas. And we're going northeast on asphalt. Luxury of luxury. This is not very luxurious, though. Oh, thank goodness me. That had me worried. Maybe it should be possible to find Pomacochas at least. Let's see, so we go northeast. Doesn't really resemble any of the other areas I've Finland does it in terms of what the coverage looks like. Yeah, this is a very different area. It's much more cultivated. Okay, cuidado. Yeah, you better slow down. That was an interesting direction. I didn't expect it to go that way. Huh. That was an odd one. So going up in order to go down? Or am I... Oh, wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay. That was a bit of a surprise, to say the least. That was very much a surprise indeed. So, So I wonder what... Okay, let's throw down a checkpoint here. Let's go back to start. Let's see if we actually get somewhere by going this way. Start coming down to a town or something. Please let it have a name. Please. Several things that are totally prohibited. I guess like littering and in general being a dick. Limebump. Well, what do you know? This is where we were. Leap and Hellfire. Come on. Oh, man. That's just... Okay, I believe we're looking at the middle between these two buildings here. Let's see, we're about to go around this corner. Oh, the road turns rather straight. There. Man. I was so sure we were nowhere near that. Now, this is a very different area. Okay, now I think we must be somewhere around Bagua Grande. Let's see. Heading southeast. Yeah, that works. Got the river going very close to the road here. There's a few places where it does that, like over here. But it is very windy. So not so sure. Hang on, the road is on the south side. Yeah, well, that's more likely that we are on this road. And if we are, I should be. Let's see, we're looking northwest. Okay, so either I go north and see if I can find that bend, or I go south and see if I can find Cajaruro. So let's go north first. Here we're going very much north. So are we here already? Let's see, it's turning northwest. And then it's going to stay northwest for a good while. Yeah, with some bends and thingies along the way. And then we're going to have a bend to the north eventually. Oh, yes. The first one bend to the north, slight shift to the left, continue north, and then we're going to have, yes. Okay, so does that mean we're actually right on this bend? Not quite. More likely that we're on that one. Not quite. Hereabouts. And that works because now we're on the bend on the river. Okay, one more time. Yeah. I think we're somewhere in the middle of this one. Yeah, it does that. And then it's going to curve the opposite way. Excellent. Okay, got you now. Just make sure, come around this bend, and we go more or less straight south. There's a bend down there, which is that one. Okay, so we're on this bend. 1, 2. That is an abrupt bend. 2, and we're around it that way. 1, 2, 3. From there to there. So that's 5. 2 now 3. 2 should be about there. Oh, please, please, please do not let me fail this. Whew. Okay, thank goodness me. That was a rough ride. That was one rough ride. Oh, man. And this one. It just didn't make sense to me. It did in the end, but whoa. That was... I just wish I'd gone down the valley instead of up. But the misclick I did here had me going back up again instead. And it looked so unfamiliar, and I thought we were going up zigzag like here. Oh man, and then I wasted so much time going up here. Oh, thank goodness for short rounds. But yeah, this is going to be one heck of an edit. So yeah, we still made it. The Amazonas is done and dusted. And I'm glad that you're still with me here on a tiny dot in space. And I hope you'll join me for the next episode when it's up. Let's hope that it will be a little easier than this. Until then, bye bye.